Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mate.
Here we are, the Office Blokes.
Indeed we
in
are.
Full glory.
Lovely.
Bit of decoy voice.
Like decoy voice. Yeah, always puts together a decent video, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's very very balanced, I always say.
He's pretty balanced. He always puts like a decent spin in it as well, doesn't he? You know, he's very, very sort of like fair, and you know, a lot of time he's pretty much right in what he says as well. I think. I tend to agree with him quite a lot.
Same.
So
this is he shut down these pranksters. Don't know what this is about, but should we get into it?
Yeah,
Let's go. Decoy voice. He shut down these pranksters.
Social media pranks are becoming progressively more pathetic.
Can we help you? Get you out of this class? You're in this classroom, man. So.
Wait, who are you?
I'm the professor.
Babe, this isn't funny. You can't play hide and seek with a blind person. You know that ain't right.
Get you settled, okay?
Where's the door?
That's right. Out the door, my friend.
But now with their so-called DoorDash prank, one student has simply had enough.
DoorDash for Ricky?
Legit?
Yeah, you ordered IHOP?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a distraction. Did you bring the syrup by chance?
The syrup?
Yeah.
Let me check. Are you sure you ordered syrup?
Bro, you guys do this every time.
You don't even order DoorDash. You don't even deserve syrup. You didn't even leave me a good tip.
Yeah, a bit goofy, aren't they? These like pranks that's recorded and sort of thing.
yeah, what's he trying to do
annoying.
here?
He's getting like a Deliveroo
Right.
while he's in class.
So they're both in it.
Yeah,
In on it.
Yeah, I
Right.
guess so.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a Deliveroo in the class.
Right. That's what.
He's
Right,
he's getting brought in. They're just annoying, aren't they?
Yeah. Very much so.
Every time.
You don't even order DoorDash. You don't even deserve syrup. You didn't even leave me a good tip. Like what? And what do you mean?
Who the hell are you? Bro, you get it. Nobody likes you.
Dog, grab my bag. My stuff. Yo, whoa, what's going on here? Let go of the bag. Don't put your hands on us. Don't put your hands on us. Don't put your hands on us. I don't know who you think you are. I don't know who the you think you are. I don't give a what are you gonna do? Get out of the I don't know you. Don't touch me. No, who the you think you are?
I'm trying to learn. Get out.
You're trying to learn?
Yeah, get out.
Clearly you ain't learning. You're in our face. You should be paying attention. Yo, you're like staring into my eyes, bro. I'm scared. Just please chill out. You're scaring me right now. I'm scared.
You're going to FSU.
I love how Blue Shirt is simultaneously squaring up with three dudes standing below them on a staircase, and somehow he's the only person that doesn't look scared at this possible confrontation in a college classroom. Because I think the most important aspect about all of this is not the three guys pranking a college class. I just see the product of three failed fathers squaring up and subsequently scurrying away from one dude in a blue shirt. And if they're somehow offended,
The dude in the blue shirt looks pretty jacked as well, doesn't he?
He very much. He's a big lad, isn't he?
He's angry.
Yeah. He definitely is.
I thought he was going to give a clout then.
I know. I thought it was
sort
going to be a
clobbering
quick
sort of thing.
Glasgow kiss or something.
And the guy on the left with his hair like that, he's beating up anyway. Just for a haircut, right? Definitely cuts it himself. Right.
offended and angry at my assessment of social media pranks being a symptom of daddy issues. Your emotional response at my words only reinforces my belief that your father has failed you. And imagine paying tens of thousands of dollars to attend a college course just to be distracted by dudes that have nothing better to do than to try to make it big on TikTok. And with interest rates what they are right now, I kinda understand why Blue Shirt Chad got so angry and was willing to risk it all. That's why it's great we have the sponsor for today's video, PDS Debt. Even though it's an uncomfortable subject, when you can credit card down, consolidating all that is a phones and even debt already on Google, a free debt analysis to get your free more, as even UCLA's welcome ceremony gets interrupted by protesters. Which, where's an angry Asian when you need him?
Hey! This is library.
It's funny because even on hyper-liberal Reddit's r/UCLA, the posters are angry at the protesters, and actually make great points on the hypocrisy of people that permit themselves to interrupt society, but not others. But they can't expect much intelligence to remain in colleges when they drop the SAT and ACT scores for admission, and then admit kids with college essays that just say #BLM 100 times and actually accept that student. So no wonder these kids get out of college expecting pay nowhere near their actual worth, being so severely in debt that sometimes their only way out of it is when the Democrats are desperate enough to try to buy their vote through loan forgiveness. Maybe that's why these college-age kids are taking to TikTok to make the dumbest content possible.
But why? What's the reason?
Kindly, just
what did I do though? What's the reason? That's not. I don't get it.
I'm pretty sure you've hear from other stores.
I'm being escorted by like 5 staff members. I literally don't know what's going on here. I'm like overwhelmed. My car won't even like fit. Like, what am I supposed to do here?
Even bothering an In-N-Out burger.
Hey, come here, you mother. Come here, you mother.
And even worse, Burger King. Now, I personally can understand the irony of someone like me that could be categorized as a social media influencer criticizing people for trying to build a career on social media. But that's also kind of the running joke I do, where I don't have many ad reads on this channel, but when I do, they're usually on videos that are making fun of those that can't, because I understand the allure of foregoing a college education and a life behind a cubicle and a time clock doing something that you would not be if it wasn't for the need of food and health insurance. So I don't blame anybody trying to find success on social media, but I do blame the shoe-sized IQ attempts that have absolutely zero understanding of—
I agree with what you're saying there. I don't mind anyone having a crack at anything if it's going to make money. You know, it's I'm going to give them a lifestyle that they want, so just don't be annoying with it.
Yeah, make it something different, something interesting. Something, I don't know, but
when you're walking down the street and you see people with a clipboard sort of thing, and they've got, they're doing a job at the end of the day.
Yeah,
they're annoying, but they're doing a job. And they're trying to make some kind of money, obviously. They don't ask you a few questions, going to do this. And it's usually college kids sort of thing, and they're asking questions.
Yeah.
What's 5 minutes of your time sometimes? It's nothing.
Yeah, they're basically doing a job. They've been paid to do that. Correct. Because, you know, companies want research and things like that. So, you know.
If I went in Burger King and some loons stood on a chair yelling, I'm just going to tip the chair. I'm just going to get down, you fanny.
It's just annoying. I mean, it's not funny. It's not clever. It's not creative. It's just like... It's annoying.
It's annoying.
It's just annoying, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
just stop oil protesters, really. just annoying.
Got behind a girl the other day, a cyclist. Got behind her. She was kind of like overweight sort of thing, and she was cycling. And I just felt bad for her in a way because she was holding all the traffic up in a bad way. She was going down a one-way street that was like double parked cars, and she was driving. And she couldn't do anything.
Nowhere to go.
In the end, she just pulled over and let everyone go past. And I just felt bad. I thought, you know what? She was doing some form of exercise. She was out there making an effort. I just thought I was the first one in the queue, and I'm like, take your time. I'm not asked.
Yeah,
I've got as much time as you need, sort of thing. Just go for a bit. In the end, I think she just felt bad because I looked in the mirror and it was like a good 10-15 cars behind.
Panicking a bit because there's a bit of a
and I felt bad for her. I actually genuinely felt bad for a cyclist.
Jeez, I'll tell you what,
changing, aren't I?
That's on camera that as well. It won't last. It won't last.
Of what that success actually includes, whether it's that not Somalian kid or these idiots on college campuses and fast food restaurants. I think they all see these somewhat successful channels like Jack getting smacked all the way into wealth and somehow think that can be their pathway into the same, having absolutely zero understanding of the circumstantial reasons of why it's working for him, whether it's the fact that he was a kid YouTuber or that the reason he allows himself to get decked is to promote girls and their spicy pages. They can't see or even comprehend the actual reason certain people are making a living off this. They just see the nuisance part of their online presence and only emulate that, not to mention the fact that this content is sadly spreading into the next generation, where these two kids on Kick live stream snatching random people's meals.
Put your hand in my food again, and I'm throwing all of your phones. I will. How old are you? 5? Do you? All right, hold up. Do you?
Where his friend actually looks like he's gonna square up with her. And again, nobody sees this and thinks future livestream millionaires with their innovative content of bugging ladies eating lunch. No, even if we don't label it the same exact way, we all see this as fatherless behavior of some kids silently screaming, "Help. I never had a strong parental figure in my life to teach me how to properly act in society. Somebody please discipline me," which again is just the male version of daddy issues. But in certain circumstances, TikTok pranks actually result in valuable life lessons.
Hey, I left my glasses. Do you know what time it is? What does that say to you? Maybe his eyes are off. It says like it's time to get your number, right?
Oh wait.
For what?
That's my wife.
Oh, that's your wife?
Yes, that's my wife.
No, you need to get away from
I just asked what time it was.
You gotta watch. It's 5:57.
Yo, they got a camera trying to record it.
You want a camera?
Hey, wait.
Get the off me.
Chill, brother. Dude.
Come on.
Hit me in the face, it didn't do
It hurt.
Now obviously if this guy gets a bump in his viewership, he's probably gonna go right back into this content, thinking it's somehow a positive thing that he's getting randomly punched over what he wants to be his job. But what I'm afraid to see is, these two giant men shown great restraint as they both had their significant others to force them into it. But what happens when they don't have their wives there? And this kid is thinking he's on his way to 6,000 followers when he's actually on a path down 6 feet. Because just like that not Somalians nonsense we recently covered, I saw how he's now being deported, but then got pressed by random Russians in the street, and then was one of the only people roaming the streets during the attack, which took me all my strength to not super chat something mean. Now I was sick of covering him, so I ignored it, although I admit I'm not perfect, because when I heard he was possibly gonna be on the No Jumper podcast, I thought about showing up to that. But even after just a second of self-reflection, I can acknowledge that's not the reason I want to go viral and grow my audience. Because the problem with these jacks, Johnnies, or idiots on college campuses is even if they could build a career of being the punchline of a joke that is their sad existence, there's no pivoting away from being the digital village idiot. People don't subscribe because they want to see you get shelled in a city that's in peril, but then when it inevitably doesn't happen, they now think you're so interesting and will want to see your life story. No, you're stuck in a situation where you have to constantly outdo yourself, and as your audience gets slowly desensitized to your last stunt, your next prank has to be progressively more pathetic. And I could personally find no sadder career path than doing this, being seen by maybe 20 people and having to brainstorm something worse to do. And then the best case scenario is none of your friends and family actually see it, but the worst case is they do. So if you appreciate my concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, hopefully I've earned your subscription, then go check out what happens when a nuisance streamer actually tries to cancel me, only for it to backfire royally.
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of that. The Somali guy, what he's on about. Not sure what sort of like what went on. Yeah, sort of thing. It was sort of like, it was just sort of like back and forth between a couple of videos, sort of thing. But it looks like some guy went for him in the end, like, you know, targeting him. Yeah, and he sort of like went back at him, and then I guess it's you know, he's the one that sort of like won the battle, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the pranks are just like, I don't mind.
Some of them are quite clever.
Some of them are funny. Some of them are great. Some great pranks that are funny.
Like the one where someone sits down on the park bench where it says wet paint something, they get up and it's all on the back of that. But no one's getting hurt there. It's just like people's reactions.
And no one's annoying you.
No one's annoying you. You're not annoying anyone or anything like that.
Brings a smile to someone's face.
But, you know, that's quite funny. You know, things like that along those lines. But some of these are just...
They're trying to sort of like invoke like, I guess like violence in a way.
Isn't there a guy in Manchester that does that?
Max, what's his name? Do you know his name?
I can't remember what he's called.
No, but so apparently I don't think he tries it. I think what he does, he videos like people doing stupid things. And people have backfired on him, sort of thing, and had a go at him. And I think he's lashed out. I think he's like kicked people and stuff like that. Yeah. So I think he's one of them that's trying to defend himself from what he's doing. Right. But I don't think he's doing any pranks or annoying. If it's the same one we're talking about.
Yeah, probably is. But I mean, some of these, like Decoy Voice says, some of them have to do progressively worse, don't they? Get even more and more sort of like sketchy and things like that. And, you know, where does it end up? I guess it just goes wrong in the end, doesn't it?
Pick on the wrong person sometimes. You know, them two lads, two big guys, them. And he got pretty angry.
It could have been completely different. If one of them could have got into him and just laid into him proper.
It's like you said there, if he didn't have the partners there, then it might have been a different story. Then again, the prank might have worked if he didn't have the partners there.
I guess so. But you pick on the wrong guy there, and someone could have just got off, and that's it. You could be absolutely mincemeat.
Yeah, they're like you say, very
annoying.
It's
very, very risky. But...
Yeah, I know. There you go. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.